right, good afternoon, everyone. This is Danielle at the National Weather Service New Orleans Baton Rouge Forecast Office, here to give you an update for what you can expect for the next 7 days. We're going to start by taking a look at the tropical weather outlook. No tropical development is expected in the next week. I do want to go ahead and acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is the GFS model that has been developing a tropical cyclone in the Gulf later on this month. Just want to point out to remember that models sometimes spin up tropical cyclones that never actually develop, especially early in the season. So just make sure that you're getting your information from official and or reliable sources as we get deeper and deeper into the hurricane season. Taking a look at the local weather over the next 7 days, here's just an overview of the different hazards. So we're expecting pretty typical summertime showers and thunderstorms through the beginning of next week. You can see that every day isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. We do have some potential for strong to severe storms across northern areas and a little bit of potential for locally heavy rain also across northern areas on Saturday. And then towards the middle of next week, as those thunderstorms start to die off, the heat really starts to turn on. So we'll be taking a look at that as well. So talking about the severe weather and heavy rain threats, again, that's mainly Saturday afternoon when a few storms could become strong to severe and or produce locally heavy rainfall. And you can see it's primarily for areas that are along and north of the I-10 and 12 corridor. So those are the areas that we'll kind of be monitoring as we move into the weekend, especially Saturday afternoon. Looking at the total rainfall forecast through next Thursday, most places are going to see less than a half inch of rain. However, if any heavier storms affect a specific area, we could definitely see higher amounts, especially on Saturday, like I mentioned, with those areas that are along and north of I-10 and 12. And you can even see in this rainfall forecast that the amounts are generally a little bit higher, especially as you get across southwest Mississippi. Moving into the middle part of next week, those thunderstorms really start to go away, and that allows the afternoon temperatures and heat index values to really start to get pretty high. So by Tuesday afternoon, we're looking at heat index values near or over 100 degrees across most of the area. And by Wednesday afternoon, we're looking at heat index values of nearing or exceeding 105 degrees, in some places approaching that 108 degree heat advisory criteria. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that as we move into next week. It could be pretty impactful, especially for sensitive groups, and especially when you consider that the Climate Prediction Center is indicating a moderate or 40% chance of that excessive heat concern extending all the way through the following Monday, June 19th. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. We're going to start pushing some heat safety information. So, if you're outside on a job site, make sure you're staying hydrated. Never leave kids or pets unattended in vehicles. Limit that strenuous outdoor activity to the cooler hours or take breaks in the shade. And then if you're indoors, check up on the elderly, the sick, and other people without air conditioning to make sure that they're doing okay. So as far as a summary of impacts is concerned, we're looking at typical summer weather through the first part of next week. Some possibility for strong to severe storms or locally heavy rainfall on Saturday, mainly across areas north of that I-10-12 corridor, and then increasing concerns for heat impacts beginning by the middle of next week, continuing through the following weekend. If you need more information, you can always get the latest forecast and hazard info at weather.gov/New Orleans, or reach out to us on social media. You can find us on Twitter or Facebook. Our handle on both is NWS New Orleans.